And the Rockets already with their game faces on as they get off the bus. It's NBA basketball in these late stages of the season, Doris. All you have to do is look at the standings to see the importance of depth and what it means to these teams.
Well, Kevin, the deeper your team, the more luxury you have of spreading out those minutes. You're trying to minimize injury by not overplaying your stars. Now, teams outside the playoff picture, they don't have that luxury typically.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Alperen Sengun. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then it's Thomas, and it's Miller in at the small forward. Now here's Green. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Baseline jumper. That one rolling around and rims out. Thomas outside. Another miss by Houston. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a three-point game. Green missing again. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. From the top of the key. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Miller.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
From deep, Green. Again, the miss by Green.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Here's Miller. Wiseman with the rebound.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Green kicks to Wiseman. Feeds it to Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide open man there.
And the pass to Leonard. Left side, Miller. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in.
Boy, forget about keeping it simple. He went for the high degree of difficulty on that lay-in.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter basketball. Green against Thomas. Green, the pass to Wiseman. Fultz looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Makes it off the glass. Fultz has got his second basket.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
Thomas, good.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Whitehead. No good with the triple.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake. Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Rockets trail by 3. Ball dishes to Thomas. Over Green. Thomas, good. Thomas got 6.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
You know, there's no denying the talents of LaMelo Ball, Doris. Could this be what we see from guards in the future?
Well, we know what he brings, LaMelo, Kevin, and that's a blend of size and skill. He is a magician with the basketball in the open floor. The handle is tight. The shooting is getting better. We have to see this young man develop.
For Houston, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. He's got 8.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
And again, it's the Nets missing. Rockets have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Smith checked in for Houston. Quickly comes in for Cameron Thomas. And a moment here to recognize the Western Conference Player of the Month, LaMelo Ball.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare. Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. That's going to send Şengün to the line. That's on James Wiseman. Houston shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Wilson, he's checked in for the Nets. Nets trail by 5. Conley with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Conley against Miller. Pass to Johnson. This one for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here is Conley. Outside Wilson takes the 3. And the Nets another 3.
Boy, found a little room from behind the arc, and there was no hesitation. Just lets it fly.
Passes it to Şengün. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
I tell you, the vision is simply special. LaMelo Ball toys with the defense, creates easy opportunities for his teammates.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 7. Kicks it to Conley. Picked by Finney-Smith. Conley's shot is off. Quickly with it. That one's not going to go. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Rockets lead by 4. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
We've got Green, Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Bates Diop in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Whitmore following the bucket by the Nets. The shot's good from Quickly. Quickly's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against the Knicks in New York.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Nailed from three-point land. Leonard's got the lead up to 7 now for Houston. Quickly against Green. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. 18 feet out. Here's Claxton, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Conley against Quickly. Conley left side. There's Green with the 3. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Well, this is Zubac. He's such a team-first guy. You find an open teammate, put the ball where it needs to be.
Here's Finney Smith. Still scoreless. Leonard with the steal. Smith for three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And with all his length, Smith can cover lots of ground on the break.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Whitmore. Launches a three. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Conley finds Green. To the inside. Claxton. And the rejection by Zubac.
How about Zubac? Works so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 10-2 run here, and that one's good. Leonard. ADB, as players establish themselves, gaining that respect and recognition always seems to come down to postseason success, right? Playoff success.
It's so true, Kevin, whether it's fair or not. Great production in the regular season without having accompanying success in the postseason tends to get written off. So the pressure falls on teams to win or risk losing their star players.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Şengün's checked in for Zubac. Thomas comes in for Whitmore. And Ball subbed in for Quickly. Now, here's Thomas. He's got 8. Rebound, Brooklyn. Wiseman's got 5 rebounds tonight. Green up on top. Shoots over Ball. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Green.
And solid defense. But, man, Green just so good at hitting those contested jumpers.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Rockets have shot just 1 free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game. He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, LaMelo Ball is young, but he certainly has words of wisdom already. He says, everybody always asks me, what's my slogan? 2 words. Be you. You just got to be you from the jump, and whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. If you ain't you, you already lost. That's a fact. Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. More than comfortable in his own skin. David, thank you. Here's Fultz. Following the basket by Jabari Smith. Here's Wiseman. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the sheer size of Wiseman is hard to deal with inside, forcing the defense to compromise with the foul.
Now, here's Ball. 22 points in the win against the Knicks in New York.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Here's Johnston. And again, no good by Brooklyn. There's the triple. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Boy, early in his career, LaMelo Ball has let you know I am dangerous from deep. The 3 ball is good.
Here's Johnston. Good. And it's Johnson with the assist that time.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Miller's checked in. And he comes up with the deuce. Ball's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, soft touch from LaMelo. That floater game is on point.
Green, bounce pass. Pass to Fultz. Over Ball. Fultz, no good. Rockets leading by 13. Ball, the pass to Şengün. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
LaMelo Ball showing off that facilitation. That is pretty pick-and-roll basketball.
Brooklyn's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Fultz dishes to Green. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Now the feed to Wiseman. 5 on the clock. That's good by Whitehead.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Ball kicks to Leonard. Here's the pass to Şengün. Deep 2 from Ball. Again, the Rockets score.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Rockets on top, up by 15. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The roster was constructed with speed in mind. We're seeing that speed, especially in transition tonight. I mean, they've straight up got him on the run.
No kidding. I'm trying to remember the last time I ran like a full sprint.
It was like lunchtime. We were in line trying to get lunch.
And now let's take a moment to look at... And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Nets. Down by 15. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. It's game one of a 3-game road trip. So on the floor for Houston. Miller is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Ball. And it's Şengün in at the 5 down low. Here's Whitehead. He's covered by Leonard. Johnson the screen. Fultz against Thomas. Fultz the pass to Green. Johnson with a screen on Ball. Good on the bucket. Green's got 9.
Oh, nice mid-range. Jalen Green, I didn't know guys born in 2002 knew about that area of the floor.
And that one drops. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Now here's Fultz. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And it's Wiseman at the elbow. And finished off by Wiseman.
Well, we know Markelle Fultz can get cooking on the offensive end, but his responsibility to get the guys around him involved, nicely done.
Thomas, no good. Nets trail by 11. Johnson left side. And it's Johnson with the jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. We'll take a look at the Nets. Right now at the playoff start, they would have the 7th seed.
And right now for Brooklyn, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
Here's Miller. It's a hand on it. Green with the rebound. The Nets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Rockets with the rebound. Şengün's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Thomas, no luck. Nets trail by 9. Outside, Green. To the middle. Here's Wiseman. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Passes it to Şengün. Outside, Ball. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Ball's got 15 points.
What an electrifying game by LaMelo Ball. Is anyone more exciting than this young guy?
Wasted no time on that one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kawhi Leonard.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Fultz, no good. Rockets leading by 7. Thomas with it, now guarded by Fultz. 20 feet out, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Thomas. Leonard's got his third basket of the night.
One thing that stands out over the course of Leonard's career is how efficient and effective he has been on the offensive end.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Nets making a switch here. Conley's checked in. Smith checked in for Houston.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Ball against Conley.
Boy, that's great defense from LaMelo Ball. He has the length and the agility to be an outstanding defender. It's about learning to give it every single night on that end.
After Şengün. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. He's got 9.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
There's Whitehead. They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Top of the key. Ball with the rebound.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
A 3. Rebounded by the Nets. We've got 1:28 left here in the third quarter. Fultz with the ball. Now Smith defending. Offensive rebound. Wiseman. No good with the layup.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Smith for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Smith's got 8.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Wiseman. Pass to Johnson. And it's Fultz atop the key. Driving the lane over Miller. And again, it's the Nets missing.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity. Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Now here's Fultz over Miller. The pass to Fultz. Wiseman sets a screen for Fultz. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And the rejection by Smith.
How about the reach and reaction by Smith Jr. to get his hand up and just disrupt that play?
Here's Whitmore. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. He's got 7.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so it's Houston, sitting at a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Green, and it's Johnston in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. Thomas against Green. Thomas's shot is off.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
They get it again. Passes it to Claxton. And the wide open shot from Green. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Rockets leading by 18. Here's Whitmore. Smith on the wing. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And every team wants long guys who can also make threes. Smith checks both boxes.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitutions for your Nets. James Wiseman.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Conley against Quickly. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And again, it's the Nets missing. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Nets trail by 21. And stolen by Thomas. Goes up. And then Thomas with the dunk.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
Finney-Smith finds Green. And here's Wilson. Here he goes. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. Miller's checked in for Whitmore.
Number 35.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Thomas feeling it out a bit over Wiseman, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on James Wiseman.
All the officials are all over that one.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Houston?
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Zubac is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Whitmore comes in for Miller. Manuel Quickly, he's checked in for Thomas. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Ball. Fultz dishes to Green. Four on the clock, and it's Wiseman at the elbow. And that one clearly a foul. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original person.
The previous play is under review.
A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Good on the second free throw. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Nice shot by Smith.
And you watch the footwork of Smith Jr. He's so sound with everything he does.
Fultz against Dinwiddie. Johnson kicks to Fultz. Back to Johnson. Stolen by Quickly. And it's Houston on the break. And a wide open look for Whitmore. Frames the three-pointer.
And they have been relentless
from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And Green gets it to go.
Not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
And it's Quickly missing. Stolen by Quickly. And the basket is good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LaMelo Ball.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special.
And the numbers speak for themselves. Smith has been aggressive and effective all night.
They double-team Conley. Wiseman kicks to Johnson. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Shoots it, and that one's good. Whitmore. Whitmore's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LaMelo Ball.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Pass to Whitehead. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Fultz. No good off the back of the rim. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Whitmore out to Smith. Takes a 3. Hands it from downtown.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Fultz. Here's Wiseman. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, you can see Markelle Fultz starting to get comfortable, understanding how to thread the pass through the defense.
Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Smith.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Now Fultz. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.